Well, I felt it was very different than anything I'd done before, and that always appeals to me. If I can throw myself into a set of circumstances where I can grow as an actor, I'm always intrigued. And in this case, I was playing an Italian, European Italian soldier who played mandolin and conducted and loved music and loved life. It was a real bon vivant attitude about being alive. And that was new for me. Also, I really respond to romantic subject matter. I always have. I guess that's in my nature. So I wanted to do the movie for that reason as well. Well, the story, from my point of view, or from my character's point of view, is a story of a man who's a conscripted Italian soldier and doesn't really have any political feelings about war or Mussolini. He's only wearing the label of a fascist, but he really isn't a fascist. And he really wants to treat this experience as a vacation where he's on this island that he's invading in Greece, the island of Kefalonia. When he's there, he meets this young lady played by Penelope Cruz. The character's name is Peleia, and she's betrothed to another man. And well, he does begin to fall in love with her. But in the process of that sort of love triangle that's happening, he also grows up and discovers that, you know, he has to have respect for these people, and the fact that there's a war going on really is important. And he goes through a catharsis. So that's sort of the way I would put it. Well, the island is a character in the movie, very definitely, and it carries its own weight for an actor in terms of your performance to actually be able to feel the heat and to interact with the people on the island and to taste the food and hear the stories of what really happened when they were there, you know, when they actually experienced this. You know, they say that the island of Kefalonia has a curse, which is that when you're there, you have nightmares. And I had some pretty bad dreams, and they were always very violent. It's like you can feel the energy of all the violence that happened on that island. I think that's valuable in terms of the work.
Did that make it difficult when you were working, having all that pressure and the nightmares?
No, I mean, it wasn't anything to write home about, but I did have, you know, violent nightmares about soldiers, maybe because I was making the movie, and there's a passage in the movie that is quite violent. When all his friends are shot, this thing really happened, and in fact it was like enormous numbers of Italian soldiers were assassinated by the Germans, like tens of thousands, hundreds, not hundreds, but 10,000, I think, to be exact. Nobody knows about that, so I was trying to pick up on that energy. Well, the mandolin playing was really a big challenge, and the accent was too. You know, I was warned when I said I would do the movie by certain representatives, like, be careful, you gotta be cautious about this because people are used to you with an American accent, and this is gonna be very different. But of course that just made me want to do it more. But it was challenging, yes. The accent, the conducting, the singing, the mandolin playing, the marching, there was a lot of different things that I had to get comfortable with. What I thought was very special about Antonio was his love for life, and I wanted to convey that, the joy of life, you know, that he really was celebrating his being alive with everything he did. Well, people would get together for dinner at night and interact and have laughs and have fun, and I wasn't quite as social as the others because I felt the weight of having to learn how to play the mandolin. So I would work and then I'd go home and practice. I wasn't really able to relax that much. But the social atmosphere was always very friendly and positive, and people enjoyed one another. It was a nice experience. Well, that was all John Madden's way, and they probably did that with John Toll, the DP. I mean, it wasn't really my area, so I didn't talk a lot about the look, although it is gorgeous. You know, the movie looks great from what I've seen. I haven't seen the finished product, but John Madden, you know, just a word about him, he's really a wonderful man to work with, and not only is he obviously a great filmmaker, but it's such a delight to work with somebody who's so kind to people.